Now, let me ask you a couple more questions. Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr., who do you got?
I think it's gonna be a great fight. That was a hard fight. I was just talking about it. I think Errol, just for the age, but not by much. Just because Manny's style, his footwork's crazy.
Yeah.
Footwork's crazy. I know Errol had a little issues with Porter. I'm not saying Porter has the same type of footwork as Manny, but he's busy, right? Yeah. He's busy. So I think that Porter, maybe because of the natural weight, the age, but Manny's a beast, man. Yeah, but if Manny would beat Errol, that would be huge.
Can you see an upset happening?
Can.
Hands down, right? Like I can.
I hope I'm wrong, right? For personal reasons, for Errol, I feel Errol's not the same Errol after that accident.
I agree.
I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But to what I see, I don't see the same Errol. And I think if Manny, he's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. I'm sure Errol's the same. But I think Errol might have a little bit the edge on this one.
I know everybody's picking Errol, man. I don't know, maybe because personally I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan, and I want to see him win. I want to see the underdog come on top. Everybody's counting him out because he's 42 years old. Father Time might have caught up to him. I don't believe it. I think honestly, Manny takes care of his body.
Oh yeah.
He takes care of his body. My only issue is if he's mentally focused 100% on the fight. That's the only thing that I think he's going to beat himself. I think he's going to beat himself rather than Errol beating him.
I think he will. Like I said, I would love for Manny to win. I go for Manny, but I just think Errol might have the little edge, just a size and everything else. But again, Manny's speed might not be the same as the prime Manny, but I think he still has a lot of speed in him.
Oh yeah, definitely. So look, we got this game that a little questionnaire that I do on every episode on the podcast. I'm gonna throw you a little curveball here and there. All right. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to.
I didn't know. I'm like, geez, all right.
All right. So I call it "Let's Get Personal." All right. First question: favorite food.
Favorite food. Man, I love food. But definitely.
If you had your last meal, what would it be?
My last meal would definitely be sushi.
Sushi. Favorite color?
Black.
Favorite athlete? It could be in any sport, anything.
Floyd Mayweather.
Why?
It's a beast. I wasn't a big fan of him for many years, but dedicated, true athlete in and out. So yeah,
I respect it. First car, your first ever car.
Toyota Corolla. I'm sorry, it was a Mitsubishi Eclipse. And my dad took it away for being an ass, and I ended up buying a Corolla. So I went from a '98 Eclipse to that '88 Corolla.
Oh man, dream car. What's your dream car? Porsche. What kind?
911.
Oh, okay. All right. Favorite place to travel? It could be a place that you've already gone to or a place that you want to go to. Hawaii. Have you gone there?
Yes. Love it.
Okay. All right. So all-time favorite movie? I stumble everybody on this one. They're like, wait, hold on. I didn't expect that one.
Believe it or not, Last Survivor.
Okay. That's a good one. Favorite music genre?
Favorite what?
Music genre, like favorite type of music. Could be corridos, rap, R&B, anything. Bachata. Nice. There you guys have it. The one and only Sam. You actually, everybody, you went through it pretty good. Everybody will stumble.
Yeah, man. So, to all, if I may say something else, to all the fighters out there, just, keep your grind. Another thing too, man, I see sometimes a lot of fighters that as soon as they start going pro, they start getting a little frustrated. If you have that trainer that trains with you and has been with you so many years, without due respect to my friends, Joe Diaz, Manny Robles, of course, they have a lot of experience, but don't think that trainer can't take you to places. As long as you put in the work, they will. Let's go back to, Joel Diaz, Tim Bradley, since he was young, Freddie, Manny, Eddie, Saul, so all these guys, they didn't go look for a superstar trainer. Now, if things don't work, then yeah, of course, but, believe in your team, have a solid team. And having a solid team doesn't mean that you need to have name brands in there,
I agree.
Because remember, name brands are expensive. You need to pay for that.
Oh, yeah.
So, one of the things is, believe your trainers, also, trainers, we need to keep pushing. It's like a little competition out there. And yeah, believe them, man. And, you might get the same results or better. Reason I say that because I really see when, boxing is dirty, man. Just like any other business, wherever there's money, it's dirty. One of the things I dislike is a trainer trying to take a fighter from another trainer.
And that happens.
I don't give a shit who you are. I'll lose respect for you. It might not matter to you, but still,
that happens.
Things don't go like that. Things don't go like that. The guys I've trained, I always talk to their previous trainer and say, hey, well, what's the situation here? They came and looked for me. What's the situation? Are you guys cool? Is everything good? Do they owe you any money? Whatever it is. I won't train somebody else if you owe money to a trainer. I won't train you.
Yeah.
If you take care of him, then it's a different story. So I say that because, we put in a lot of work. A lot of trainers put in a lot of work. And nothing. I'm still, like you say, I'm still a short dog, but yeah, I do get calls, right? They might see you on the zone, they might see you next to Saul, and the reason I point this out is only because you might see me with Saul doesn't mean I'm gonna make you better. It has nothing to do. That's something totally different.
Right.
And stay loyal to your trainers. Now, loyalty it's a two-way street. Now, if things don't work out, talk it out. If you have to split. But don't just get rid of your trainer just because you think you're going with a trainer has a name. Ain't gonna do nothing for you. Not every trainer is for every fighter, not for every style. So or else Freddie would have many Manny Pacquiao's. Eddie would have many Canelos. It's a combination.
And that's good that you touch on that. Honestly, I really do appreciate you touching on that because I've seen, obviously, me and you, we see the behind the scenes of stuff. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And a casual fan wouldn't see that. So us that we see that, we see all the time. Honestly, every day that I would go to gyms, I would see that often. I started learning. There's a code. There really is a code in the game of in the sport of boxing where trainers don't take other boxers from other trainers. That's honestly probably on the top of the list, I would say.
Yeah, that's one of the things I dislike so much. It hasn't happened to me. And I've told my guys, if you're not happy, you're free. Yeah, majority under contract. But, and if you really know me, I don't give a shit about contract. If you're not happy, I'm not going to hold you into no contract. You could walk away as long as we keep the relationship. If we don't do business right now, it doesn't mean we can't do business later on. I'm not going to mess up a kid's life or career, right? Just because he's not comfortable with me. Bro, go have, if you could go get better things out there, go for it. You're not happy, go. As long as you're straight up with me, I have no problems. I see my son and other kids I work with, like Leo Rubalcaba. I have Carlos Jarrett, he's a great friend. And I've seen everything we go through, and I've seen what fighters go through, and it's not fair to hold them off into a contract if nobody's happy, as long as things are fair, right?
Right.
Now the manager says, well, I've spent this much on you. All right, then let's work something out. Let me leave, and let's work something out, payment. I'll pay you back, whatever, Right. And if you want a percentage of that, cool. But it's a business, work it out. That's how I do business. I don't do a business the way in boxing the way old school, right? This is the way it is, manager. No, bro. I mean, there's different ways of how to do business, just like real estate, right? You need to know how to negotiate. And as long as any business is, it's a two-way street, there's a win-win, or there's profit on both sides, or at least a profit and a gain, it could happen, right?
Do you think that real estate has helped you in that sense, like how you said it? You know, do you think that's actually giving you an advantage in the sport of boxing?
I think
Contract
it's
wise and negotiation wise.
yes, that's the standard I use on both, right? Because at the end of the day, people need to be happy, right? At the end of the day, people don't want to lose money on their house, right? At the end of the day, a fighter wants to make more money. So of course, you just need to use your head on how to move here and this here and this here and make it sense, make it have some sense for both sides. You know, and sometimes you have to take a hit, you know, you have to take a hit, but you know, it is what it is. Like with fighters, like I manage my fighters differently, right? And what am I saying? I'm not interested or I'm not here. I'll say, fine, don't pay me.
And I love the fact that
I love the fact
that you keep it honest, like that. Like if you're not happy, you know, you can leave, and that doesn't mean we can't do business later on. Go see what's out there, and if you know, and if you come back,
I'm not going to stress over it. I'm not gonna go to sleep angry because a fight where I'm having issues with a fighter. Look, man, some guy once told me, if you ever get married, don't think that girl belongs to you, bro. You don't belong to her. She don't belong to you. I don't give a shit if you guys sign whatever you sign. It's her butt. She can do whatever you want. You have your own thing. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day, right? You're not a kid. You're
you're right.
So what I'm saying is, if you're not happy, you can move on. But do it the right way. We're adults here, you know. Everybody talks about how, you know, we might be mature, or we might be, you know, pretty much mature on taking decisions, but in certain decisions, we're very known. So yeah, I would definitely, you know, as long as the fighter's straight up, not a problem.
I agree with you. I agree. Now, I have a question in regards to like boxing management. Have you come across, obviously you've came across managers, you know, boxing managers that you guys just don't click at all. Have there ever been a point in time where the disrespect and the line was crossed?
Very honestly, I know a few managers. I've never, I don't want to say that we just don't click. I'm the type of person that if I don't see that vibe, I'm not even gonna mess with it, right? It's like if you see no gain on something, why even mess with it? Right. I haven't seen any type of disrespect like that. You know, a lot of at least in management's a little different. I actually see everybody kind of tries to work the same way. I like to work a little different. I want to make my own way, my own protocols, as long as it makes sense for the fighters. But I mean, I've heard situations here and there, right? Right. Yeah, so far, I mean, I haven't had that thing. I haven't had an issue with another manager.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years, Sam, with all your fighters? What can you honestly say in 3 years where you can just be like,
believe it or not, like I said, I don't like to use other people to put myself out there or say, oh, I work with this. If I work with somebody, I work with somebody. I really do. I'm not gonna be just, you know, lying.
That's true, everyone. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. And then you know, I have a lot of friends, right? But I think friendship is like if I know you, right? And I mean, no secret, you know, I know Saul, I know the family, I know everybody very well. Right. But they're not a trophy. I'm not gonna be just posting pictures with them to just gain stuff. As long as I know them, that's good enough. I don't.
That's all. Yeah, exactly.
So going back to your question, I see myself in 3 years with my fighters making a lot of noise, proving a lot of people that don't believe in us, right? A few months ago, I've seen reporters in gyms and I have great fighters. Sam is a heck of a fighter. If Sam continues, Sam is going to be big. I'll tell you that right now.
I agree.
It's a fact. He's going to be big as long as he continues doing what he's doing. He has a very entertaining style. I don't say I don't like it, I mean, it's something good, but Sam is Sam. A lot of people like just his style with Oscar. You seen it. You told me, right?
Yeah.
Bobby sees it all the time. But Sam is Sam, right? And he needs to have his own. He needs to do his own. If certain things click similar to him, oh well, good. But you can't be just like him. But I think if they make it, I think a lot of people are gonna remember going to those gyms and not giving us credit, right? And I think this is gonna be satisfying for me.
And I can't wait. I can't wait for that, man. Honestly, I mean, I've been there at the gym with you with Sam, and he's very mature for his age. Even though he's 17, he's very mature. So
yeah, he's very mature,
that
very
maturity
dedicated,
and stays focused, sky's the limit for him.
Look, I can't wait to give a surprise with Joel Diaz, right? There's a few fights that I think they're gonna be great fights.
Mhm.
I saw Camarón, right? Cepeda,
Okay. Yeah.
Tanahara. I think him and Camarón could be a great fight in the future.
That's true.
Think I'm done, but look, even
That's
Gervonta
true.
Davis. If one day Gervonta needs a tune-up fight, and Joel's been knocked out twice and has a good record, and
Take it.
We could be the D side more than happy, because I know what Joel has, and whoever has fun with Joel knows what Joel has. So I can't wait to give a surprise with him. Kevin 147. Guy, I know he's gonna get his fans with fights, right? But I think they all have something special that we could show. But I think in 3 years, we're definitely gonna be making some noise.
You definitely got something special going on over there, man. And I got nothing but love and respect for you and your whole camp. Everybody, man. I'm excited. I'm definitely tuning in. And I'm always watching you guys, man.
Also, Rudy, point something out real quick. Just I think we could get a chance with him too. A lot of people don't believe in him, as in, because he don't have that much power in his
That's
paper.
true.
So all those 126 pounders that are 15, 17 fights. You want a little tune-up or take us as a tune-up? Hey, take us as however you want. I know what the fighters have.
Let them know, Sam. Let them know. Who else? Let's go. Let's go.
Bro. All we're looking is for a chance.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody can get mad here, because
exactly
people get mad because people call people. You can't get mad. I mean, let's be real. If you have a fighter and I have a fighter, I don't want your fighter to be better than mine. I don't want your fighter to be a 3-time world champion and mine's never going to become a world champion. Fuck no. That's a lie. It has to be good competition. We don't have to hate on each other, but hey, if we fight, we fight, right?
Let's go.
If we fight people in the amateurs for free, fuck, I ain't got to fight them when getting paid for it, right?
Hey, you hit it right on the spot on that one. That's true.
I mean, there's chances, there's chances, and we're willing to take risks, we're willing.
And all
to
you
take
need
risks.
is just that one chance. That's it. That one shot, that one opportunity to make noise and take advantage.
That's it. It changes.
It changes everything. It will change everything. Look at Andy Ruiz. Look what happened to him. He took that one shot,
Yeah.
So it just takes that one shot. It really does. And that's in anything, honestly.
He took advantage, he took advantage, and that's all you need sometimes, and keep it, right? Because keeping it is the hardest, right?
Well, yeah, they say, a lot of people say, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of boxers that I've talked to, they've even said when you're a champion, that's probably the hardest thing that a boxer accomplishes, to be a world champ, but it's also harder to keep it. It's not that hard to get there, but it's harder to be a champion.
This is something for the fighters. You have to keep it, right? Because if you're becoming the underdog, right, against the world champion for whatever is a short notice, 5 foot through, they got you in, like Andy, right? I guarantee you, Andy did not make as much money as he did in the rematch. Not because of the rematch, but because you gain more money defending your titles as becoming a world champion, right?
Yeah.
If you were the opponent, right, you probably got a certain amount. But when you become a world champion and you defend your titles, and now you're defending your world titles, your money changes. Huge. So you have to stay ready, right? You can't be happy and just become a world champion, and then you're not gonna take advantage of defending your titles, because every time you defend your titles is more money for you. It's securing your future. let's say you got 500,000 on a title shot, right? But you lose, and that's it. But let's say you got the 500,000, you upset, right? I don't know, you might hit the million or 1.2 on defending your titles, and then you defend your titles for a second time. Now you're gonna stick on that range, right? But if you got hit for 500 and then you lose, you didn't make it, probably gonna go back to the
not only do you have to deal with that, you have to deal with everybody trying to come for your belt. Before, nobody would want to fight you. Now everybody's gonna want to fight you because they want that belt now.
Exactly. So stay. Keep working hard. Keep training. All the way.
I agree. Look, Sam, I really do appreciate your time. I don't want to take much of your time. I know you're in the gym, man. You're a busy man. You are a busy man. And I really do appreciate you taking the time out to be on the show on Off the Hook today. I really do appreciate it, man. I have nothing but love and respect for you and your camp. And I wish you guys nothing but success. I'm excited.
Appreciate it, brother. We're back August 20th in San Diego. Joel Diaz Jr. and Rudy Garcia. If you could join us, that'll be great.
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there for sure. August 20th, right? I'm gonna lock it in.
You got it.
All right. Any shout outs?
Shout outs to the whole boxing community, man. Let's keep grinding. I'm not a big UFC fan. Very, very honest. One of my friends just got me into seeing this last week's fights.
Okay.
Right. And in a good way. I feel that some competition. We need to get those arenas back in. We need to get those arenas back in. Fans support. Women boxing. Women boxing keep giving us exciting fights. Women boxers sometimes push the promoter. They're not supporting. It's a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Fans have to help out. Fans need to spend money. And then when promoters see there's money coming in for females, of course they're going to be supporting. They want to keep her, right? Look what Ronda did in the UFC, right?
Yeah.
People wanted to see her, things change. So just, shout out to, to everybody out there. Just keep on your grind, keep pushing, and everything's possible.
Where can they follow you at?
Actually, follow me on Instagram on Support Realtor. And yeah, if you need a house, if you want to sell your house or buy a house, give me a call. I got you.
There you go. Sam Contreras, man. Thank you for your time. And I'll be in touch with you.
Awesome, brother. Thank you. Have a good one.
All righty. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.